Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn, Seth Geis, John McTavish. How you guys doing this evening?
Doing well, man.
Happy Victoria Day, y'all.
Yeah, Queen's Day.
It's Queen's Day.
Is it?
Victoria McKee?
Well, it could be. She's a
Okay.
pretty lovely lady. But no, she's not a actual royalty. To my
That you
knowledge.
know of.
That I know of. She could be
Not royalty.
she could be Swedish royalty for all I know. But no, this is the Queen Victoria's Day. We celebrate Queen Victoria.
All right. So today we are actually talking about the CAO Arcana Mortal Coil Toro. They don't call it the Toro, but some places they do. So I have a feeling that maybe this comes out as another size, maybe down the road somewhere. I don't know. This cigar is 6 1/8 by 50. It comes out of the STG Esteli factory in Nicaragua. The wrapper is Connecticut Broadleaf. The binder is Connecticut Shade. The filler is Honduran Jamastran, Nicaraguan from Esteli, and Dominican Piloto Cubano. It is blended by Rick Rodriguez. Price point is $10.99, and the cigar was released in February of 2021. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
I thought it was a terrible tasting cigar. Not terrible, average tasting overall. But what I got out of it that was fun. Do you guys you guys remember the band of the cigar, of course, right?
Yeah.
Like when you took it
Oh, yeah.
apart, it was like so. It
Like a
was like
slinky.
it was
Did
like
you
a
guys-
fucking ribbon.
Did you guys like struggle on the first time I did? I couldn't figure it out.
Well,
Yeah.
I slid it off.
I
ripped
yeah,
the whole thing. It was
I
like,
ripped the
what's going
glue,
on?
so I was like, "What the hell? This thing keeps going and going and going."
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the best part of the cigar. But now let's talk about the actual flavors. For me, it was a very like rustic, rough around the edges, kind of a profile. Red pepper, sharper baking spices or cedar. There's like a raw like cedar on the finish that's a little bit spicier. Medium plus for strength, medium body. It was just like, man, like I swear, like the masses must really love just fucking smoking earth in spice. Seriously, like why? Just are they even blending or is it just picking this shit out? Like they're like, oh, let's fuck the tobacco. It's just like roll up this dog rocket. Anyways, I'd have a good time, and I'm still continuously disappointed by CAO for the last few years.
Hey, Seth, what were your thoughts?
The cigar was atrocious. I mean, it was bad. It was sharp spices, rich earth, wood and tobacco, beginning to end. It was painful, to be quite honest.
It was offensive.
Medium full. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm gonna send my other 3 I have left to Ben Lee.
He
All right.
likes these.
Yeah, he loves them.
Of course, he likes
Yeah,
these.
let's not talk about it.
What?
Let's not talk about it.
All right, John, what were your thoughts?
Well, as per normally is the case, I agree with June. It's, I mean, the first third kind of seemed like it was gonna take an uptick because it started out with mild dry wood, and I was like, oh, here we go again. But it had some stewed dark fruit that was interesting, and then that just kind of got run over by that spices like red pepper flake. And then the dry wood kind of dominated the palate, and then like June was saying, just tons of earthiness. And I don't get it. Like it's just, I mean, it's not bad. But it's just not. It's just not something I enjoy smoking. It's like cramming a bunch of ingredients in my mouth and chewing. It's like, well, that doesn't constitute cooking. It just constitutes throwing a bunch of ingredients together. Ben needs to have his palate checked if he likes this, because I mean, it's pretty average. The one thing I will say is the construction was great. Burned like a champ, drew like a champ. So at least there's that. Aaron,
I just
show
put
us.
up
See, it's a beautiful looking
picture here
cigar.
of the cigar. That
Cool band.
The band's pretty cool.
I'll tell you one thing.
Cool band, bro.
That is a great photo of that cigar. That's kind of like whenever I'm taking a photo of any Justin Diesel release, I always work hard to get at least a good photo.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, for me, I thought it was unfortunate with how well the CAO kind of provided aromas and prelate flavors that the actual smoking experience was nothing like that. Couldn't match any of those components. It was really a mundane profile of wood, dark earth, black pepper. Then the final third had a really big drop for me. It had heavy char, some bitterness to it. This is a cigar that just has lots of show with no go, and I just don't see myself coming back to it. I love the tobaccos that they use in this kind of in the Amazon Basin like series. It's got like it's very stewed fruit, a lot of raisin, like plum, all that stuff. That's fantastic, but none of it really ever translates into the actual cigar, which is just
Yeah,
a disappointment.
exactly.
So, all right,
That's a
we're
good
going to get into
point.
the scores. We're going to start at the top with John at 5.75. Jiunn was
Top
next at
score.
5.30. I gave it a 4.48. Seth gave it a 4.18. So, John, how did your 5.75 match up for you?
I mean, it matches up well. It's right down smack dab in the middle, average flavor profile with perfect construction. That's how you get a 5.75. But anything below a 6, I'm almost certainly not smoking again. So,
All right, Jiunn, 5.30.
Yeah, the rest of these are definitely going to the golf charity. And no, I sound like a ungrateful dickbag. Okay, we are very thankful for all the media samples we get, and we look forward to more media samples in the future. But the CAO line, man, Rick, if you are truly the blender of these, let's. I don't think he's the sole blender, of course, right? There's a team of blenders. But
Be careful with your words, though.
but of course, there's a team, right? It's not like
Justin's a narc, just so you're aware. So,
okay, not a problem. I'm just saying these CAOs, ever since like the original Amazon Basin, which is amazing, and some of those Sopranos that are like from back in the day. But I'm talking about stuff that's like, gosh, I think like 2016, 2017, like. But since then, like CAO has been for me a
You got to go back
consistent
to
letdown.
Oh yeah.
Like not like average per se, but like just man, what the heck, man? Like what's going on?
I don't even know how you could smoke a CAO Palone and then smoke this and say they came from the same company.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
they're
Forgot about the Paloma.
they're so on the opposite ends of the
I like that one.
spectrum.
You know,
Palone was so good.
no, I agree. It's just I don't know. I've always thought, and I still say this, like, and then like STG, right? Like, with all the funding that they have and the buying power, like, they could do anything if they want to really run with the project into mind, right? So, and they should, right? Like, they do some of it where like they would collab with like other blenders, like some of the stuff that's from within a La Gloria Cubana line that like Ernie blended.
Yep.
I thought they were great, right? But I don't know. I just wish they would just do more of that, right? So, which is why I'm like so excited for like that Cohiba M, right? Because it has all the right pedigree, and they could do way more of this stuff, and I hope that they do, because cigar geeks, which is a minority voice, of course, like us, we love this. We love that kind of thing.
Yep. My 4.48 matches up well. It was a below average flavor profile, really bad drop off in the final third. A little bit of burn issues, but overall, definitely, that below that 5 point mark. So matched up well for me. All right, Seth, 4.18.
I Googled mortal coil with this cigar.
Oh,
And it's a poetic term for the troubles of daily life and the strife and suffering of the world. And that pretty much sums up my experience with this cigar. I mean, it's just fucking brutal. And it's a shame because, I mean, the inconsistency of continuously especially with these larger companies and all these brands, is that so often we come across them that are just really not good. And then you come across, every once in a while you find a really good one. Like, it's like, wow, this is a great cigar. And then like a year later, it's like discontinued because it's not selling. But it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's just painful. It's a shame too. I mean, Jiunn, you talked about it on CAO. I don't know. I've given up the points of being disappointed and remembering when John Huber was there with the Osganers, and Huber may hate me now, but that motherfucker lit up an MX2 for me back in the day. So yeah, it's just hard. It just sucks.
Any other final thoughts on this one? I think we kind of covered it in the scores, but
Yeah, it's
We
all right.
sound
If you,
haters. Hell, we sound such like haters in some of these videos, but at least we're honest.
yeah,
We're
I think
honest.
it's
We
'cause
like these people.
I think when you're in the
Yeah.
moment, you're just like talking about it. But people would rather hear the truth than us just.
Yeah,
yeah, this is not the reviews that you're going to hear normally, right, from everybody else.
of course.
You're gonna
And
hear
we
how
actually
how great it
freaking
is.
like put this out to the public,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
we're not in some like little bitch comment, Slack group or whatever messenger group, just talking within amongst us, right? No,
Although we do that too.
Yeah.
well, we do.
You show your face to them. You show your face to them.
Anything I'd say behind your back, I'll definitely say to your face. So
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And we like these people. Like we want the people to do well.
listen,
right?
man, we'd much rather be fighting over which great cigar gets cut off for the top 25 list than trying to find 25 cigars out of all the cigars we smoke for the year that'll actually make it.
Yeah, and
That-
also
that
the
should
hopes of trying to get more
qualify.
revenue. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. If you just catch this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Mortal Coil.